part 2 of why a recall doesn't necessarily keep your dog safe. This is a story about my dogs. I live somewhere where my dogs routinely encounter deer at close quarters. It's one of the things that makes living here slightly challenging with the sorts of dogs that I have. Anyway, at the start of the autumn, I had been in the woods with both of my dogs. I had Spike on a lead, he's younger, and Wren was off lead, and her job was to make sure that any deer in the vicinity had moved off. And now the deer changed their behaviour in the autumn, which I had forgotten about. And anyway, she'd gone off, she'd moved a deer on, but there'd been a lot of barking, which should have alerted me to the fact that the deer behaviour had changed. She was barking because the deer wasn't moving the way she thought it should do. So anyway, we went a little bit away from where the deer had been, and I put Ben on the lead and I let Spike off the lead so that I could do some training just with him and I could focus on him. And he was doing really well, it was all going great, and then I was just thinking, he looks like he's getting a little bit more intense about his sniffing. Should probably get him to calm down now. And in that moment, he flushed the deer, which had wandered back into the area because they don't, at this time of year, they don't particularly enjoy being moved on. So it had just come back again. Obviously, I couldn't see it because of the vegetation, but Spike could smell it. So he flushed out the deer and then chased the deer. And he was yipping as we head off. So I kept Ren on the lead and I just walked and I went in a loop. And he's got a tracker, so I was checking on the tracker and I noticed that Spike was following the route I was taking. He wasn't close to me, but he also wasn't miles away, and he was following where I was going. He wasn't just off after the deer. So I decided that what I was going to do to resolve this without having to call him multiple times and getting really stressed, I decided that what I was going to do was cross the river and walk into the playing fields. There's no roads or anything. Walk into the playing fields beside where these woods are. And I was really confident that Spike would follow me if I did that, because I'd been watching him and I could see that he was following me. And I knew that once we were on the playing fields, there wouldn't be deer there and he would get calm and then he would come over to me. So I wasn't worried. But actually, as I approached the bridge, Spike came right over to me, and then he stayed off lead and we kept walking in the woods after that, and he was totally fine. And that is the power of a dog who follows you rather than a dog who needs to be recalled. I have been teaching him this habit, whereas a dog that's reliant, like police dog Fergie, who I talked about yesterday, dog that's reliant on being able to obey commands, it's less certain with a dog like that about what is going to happen when they encounter something as exciting as a deer at close quarters. So if you do want to learn how to get started, then join my webinar. Click the link in my bio to go to my website and join the webinar there. It is only £13. It's worth a go to learn something new.